going on, everybody? Zach and JR here again, coming at you with another video. And today's video is a fun video. So we've done a lot of bow builds. We've built a lot of different high-end bows, entry-level bows, mid-price point bows, but today is a premium build. So this is gonna be a top-of-the-line everything.
Yep. From
the bow to the accessories to the arrow build, this is gonna be your luxury bow build.
Yep.
So if you know JR is pretty Gucci. So this is his bow. He's got a Mach 30 as well. Obviously the Mach 30 has been a killer bow this year. We've had a lot of guys who've really picked them, who've really enjoyed them for that 30-inch carbon bow. And JR's finally came in the new Cryptek pattern. So we're gonna build this thing out and absolutely put the top-of-the-line products on this bow. So JR, what are we starting with?
We'll start with the rest. So as you see here, I have the Hamskea Epsilon, which I've already had this before on a different bow to set up on there. Absolutely phenomenal rest. So everything is all internally sealed, contained, so you don't have to worry about contaminants. These are basically bulletproof. We've had guys accidentally launch their release into the back of them and they still operate. Yeah. So can't go wrong with Hamskea. Great option for it. From there, go to the sight. As you see here, we have the UltraView UV3 SE. This is a new one, and this is on the pick mount. So this will be my first time on a pick mount. I'm actually kind of excited for it. And so very, very robust, very great constructed feel to it.
Right, we were just playing with it, and we've played with them a little bit. I haven't really put hands on too many of them. I don't have one. I think you're the first guy in the shop who has one.
Second guy.
Second guy, okay. Oh, Kendrick got one.
Yep, Kendrick.
Yep, but we were playing with the dial and everything on it, and it's just incredibly smooth, and just everything is crisp.
Yep. And
built really, really well.
Yeah, it feels super durable, so I'm excited to get it out in the woods and start banging on it. One of the really cool features is they added that new easy view or easy sight ring. So there's that new white ring in there, so it'll help a lot better for your
alignment,
with your peep alignment. Yep. So very excited for that. And then it has all new updated pins on it and everything.
The thing that I thought was super cool is the actual indicator pins on them.
Yes,
are sharp.
They are sharp as shit. Clearly. So if you didn't see, I've got a big ass cut from this one playing with it earlier. So got to be careful with that. Yeah, super excited for it, and it comes with a nice carrying case. Comes with a whole bunch of different all your sight tapes on there. It's only the vinyl sight tapes right now, but it does have the option for a metal sight tape. So more than likely down the road, we're assuming they're going to have the laser cut metal tapes.
And you can't beat UltraView's packaging.
Yes,
I mean, if you look at this, this is slick.
Yeah, super sharp packaging.
Presentation is key, and they crush it.
Yep, so it'd be great for traveling, take it off your bow, making sure that it is not going to get bumped or anything like that. So yeah, overall, great job UltraView on that. Super excited for it. I'm going to throw on that UltraView knock-on edition grip. I just feel like it does help for indexing that a little bit better for your palm. I've used it on basically all of my bows that accept it, so all the carbon bows. Great option for it. And then the Ramrod Wraith stabilizer. I've been using these now for close to 2 years, and for a hunting bar, this is basically top of the line premium bar. I think they work extremely well for getting you stable and also for a lot of post-shot vibration reduction. Which
there's really not a lot of vibration in this bow itself. Like the Mach 30, like I said, I've had the Mach 30. I've been shooting it for a while. And for a carbon bow, it's pretty dead in the hand. There's not a lot of, hardly at all, any hand shock in this bow. Which I kind of thought there would be more with it being a short, especially carbon bow. I thought there would be more feedback from it, but there's really not. It's very dead in the hand and quiet.
Yep. Ramrods does also have options where you can add more tungsten to the dampener. They have a tungsten option right here. It's the Steve Waller edition, which mine doesn't have that. That's not really offered on the Wraith series that I remember, but on some of their Target series, you can get that, which all my Target bars from them have that on there. So great option right there. If you guys never seen Ramrods, look into them. Phenomenal. That pretty much covers everything, well, minus the arrow. And oh yeah, the quiver, we didn't do the quiver.
My favorite quiver for the year.
Yes, so far as well. I got one as well on my Levitate. This thing is extremely lightweight, very durable. I love that they have the addition right there, so if you want to take your quiver off in the tree, it's got that built-in keeper on there.
It's a tight spot airlock quiver.
Yes, tight spot, we didn't say that.
Yes, tight spot airlock. It is a awesome quiver. I've got one on my Mach 30 as well. We put it on there and we're playing with it, and it's just, It's just I mean, you can't say enough good things about it. One of my favorite things about the tight spot quivers themselves is the adjustability based off the arrow diameter that you're running. So 4 mil, 5 mil standard shaft. You can run any arrows you want in this. For me, 4 arrows is plenty.
Oh, yeah.
That's typically what I stick with. But as far as adjustability goes, you can adjust it up and down to accommodate the bow itself, as well as it fits with all these inline bows. It fits nice and tight up against the riser.
Correct.
So, super lightweight,
yes,
too.
It's
Adds
stupid how light it is. And they have redesigned the rod on it too, so it's on an octagon now, so it's a lot better for that adjustment. You don't have to worry about your left and right, everything. It's going to be all set for you, so nice with that. And then, of course, top of the line, we have the new Easton X10 Parallel Pro. We have this fletched up with a three fletch on the DCA mini sabers. And then we've got that 55 grain titanium outsert with the Easton 100 grain match grade field point.
It's a mean machine.
Yes.
So as you can see, there is nothing on this bow that isn't top of the line. So this is your premium bow build right here. So everything you could ever want out of it, all the equipment, this is it going on the PSE Mach 30. So let's get to building.
Yep.
So what do you think of the color on this?
I love it. Like as soon as we pulled it out of the package, the first time we got one, I was like, I'm in love. That is the pattern I want.
I think the cams are what really set it off.
Yes, the cams in the limb pocket with that
goldish
bronzing to it is phenomenal. And you can get that on any other option as well from PSE. So if you want to get it, just get with your local PSE dealer if you can't come to us, and you can order it.
And we're stocking all the Mach 30s as well. So
yes,
any of the PSE bows. I mean, all the top bow brands we've got in stock, or we've got them coming, but we do stock all of the latest PSE bows as well. So the new Evolves, which we did a video on that, comparing the Evolve 30 to the Mach 30, just to see the difference in the carbon versus aluminum. And then we got in the new Evolve 33s, which is a killer shooting bow as well, which we just dropped a video on that as well, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yep. We did a bow build on that one as well.
Yeah, we did a bow build, that's right. So PSE is really knocked out of the park. As far as overall ATA options, they've done a really good job, 30 and 33 inch bows, carbon and aluminum options. So you really got a lot to choose from, whether you're a Eastern North Carolina or East Coast whitetail hunter, or you're hunting out west and you're looking for something maybe a little bit longer axle to axle, or you're building a tack bow. They've got options for everybody. So what did you think going from like a little bit longer axle to axle bow, the shooting experience on the Mach 30? Because you've shot them a handful of times in the shop, messing with them. Yep. How would you compare it as far as shootability? I
can definitely tell that it is a steeper string angle, but I mean, honestly, it's not terrible. I am going to have to definitely spend the time behind the riser to get used to it for sure. But overall, I really didn't feel like it was that bad. I feel like it shoots like a longer ATA bow, especially at 28.5 inches for me. It's very steady. It's a very stable platform for such a short bow. I struggle with anything that's, especially shooting distance, like 30 and under. It's a little bit more difficult for me to be accurate with, but this bow, for whatever reason, holds and is just a very repeatable, very shootable bow at a distance. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, stretching this thing out, seeing how I'm going to do with those distance shots, getting it sighted in and everything, and then pushing it out. Ideally, I am setting this more up for turkey, saddle hunting, ground blind hunting, so I'd still want to take it out to tack and see how it does, for sure, and play around with it. I felt like the Mach 30 was easier to shoot than my Levitate. Yep. And I'm going to run it. Torquey. I'm going to run everything stock as well for now too. I'm not going to change out the strings or anything. We'll just run it as is on these live wire strings. So live wire is actually a really good string for a stock string. Normally you don't have too much problems with string stretch, separation, serving separation. So for a stock set, they are normally very well. So I'm excited to play around with that. Plus, I mean, I just love the color scheme on it too. Yeah, it looks good. It's a clean build right out of the gate. All right. There we go, got that D-loop. Let's make sure Perfect, got plenty of play in there. We'll get this guy attached.
A lot of us here, like we said, we're fans of Hamskea. We really like the limb-driven rest option. I like it personally because there's no timing issues with it. It's very easy to set up, and they're just very robust, like JR said, very, very durable. And if you have an issue with the actual cable being severed or something in the field, you can service it in the field. You don't got to press it. You don't got to run a cable through the actual bow cables. There's no timing issues in that sense. You just tie it around the limb, make sure it's secure, and make sure that launcher pad is down. Always make sure the launcher pad is down and lock it down, and you're good to go. Does make it nice. And the other thing that we talk about in pretty much any of the videos with the PSE, we hit on this point again, is their Easy 220 shim system. When it comes to tuning this bow, we set everything center on the bow, 13/16 center shot, make sure the bow's in time, everything's level. And then from there, if we're getting any kind of weird tears, it makes it nice that we can take those shims in and out super fast, very efficient.
Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, you still need a press to do it, but it is very fast. If I know what I need, I can do it within a minute.
Yep.
In and out of the press. So.
Yeah, and as long as those shims between the left and the right shim add up to 220, you're golden.
Yep.
So the bows come pretty close out of the gate. I think we had to shim mine over to the right.
I think it was left.
Was it left?
I think it was left.
Okay, yeah. We just had to change, what's the stock setting, 100, 120?
Yes.
And we went 80, 140, and it was perfect.
There we go, got that bar on there. And let's go and get this sight thrown. I can't throw that grip on there. I don't have a Torx head right now. Not back here. So.
That's no biggie.
Yeah, it's a easy fix.
I like mine without the grip. I personally like to feel the riser in my hand, nice and flat. But I could see, like JR says, as far as like indexing this grip consistently and repeatedly the same way every time, this makes a little bit of a difference. And it's just this little bitty piece.
That is one thing I like about their charcoal riser. It does have that texturing to it.
The grit feeling?
Yes.
Yeah, this is smooth.
Yep.
Yeah, that is one of the difference. Like the charcoal one, like you said, you can feel it, it's rough. And this is very, very smooth. So I'd probably end up running a little bit of like grip tape or something on my actual grip itself.
All right, let's throw this quiver on and we're just about done. Minus getting the P-Python, checking timing.
Yeah, we'll get all that. And PSE's done a really good job of sending the bows in. They typically come in, this year it's been a little bit hot. Between 70 and 72 pounds, and majority of the time they are perfectly in time right out of the gate, which makes it easy for us.
All right, get this quiver mounted.
You'll notice this bow, because everything's so tight with that inline system with the pick mounted sight, JR has to run spacers on this quiver since it's being mounted where it is in the riser to actually get it to where it's not hitting the cable guard.
And also these limbs, those limbs, there's so much deflection on them.
Yeah, so when it's at full draw, it doesn't come over and actually hit the top of the quiver. I found that out the hard way.
I might actually move that up. I'm going to move it up a setting. Right, there we go. Now we got her.
And the Mach 30, so PSE's done a killer job as far as IBO goes with all their bows as well. So the Mach 30 IBO on, or ATA or whatever, is 338, I think.
Yes, 338.
And we put, we ran an IBO test on it, and I think it exceeded IBO. didn't it, by like 339?
Yeah, I think it was like 1 foot over.
So PSE has done a killer job as far as actually hitting the speeds that they are claiming the bows are hitting. So this Mach 30, it's a fast bow. But the cam system with the EC2 cam is very smooth and very consistent through the whole draw cycle as well. So you get speeds out of it, but you do get a nice, smooth draw cycle.
Yeah, super manageable. You can draw this Mac all day long.
Yeah. Which I'm shooting, so my Mach 30 is, perfect. I'm shooting 70 pounds, 28.5 inches with a 445 grain arrow, and my bow's putting speeds, I think, right at 285 feet per second, which is, for me, awesome. I like to be that mid 280s to 290s. It tunes really well at those speeds for me, and it just shoots and minimizes my pin gap.
Yep.
So, I'm a fan, man.
So, and I'm assuming this should be close to 300. That should be right about 450 grain arrow, 30 inches. If it's pulling 70 pounds, it should be right there close to that 300 mark.
There we go.
All right.
And check the poundage of this thing.
Yep.
It's our handy dandy Last Chance Archery HS3 hand scale.
Make sure. And I do also have this on 85% let off. I've already changed that.
Good.
A and A, perfect. All right. First pull back. Yeah, it feels like it might be a little hot. Not bad, 71.7, holding 11 pounds. So that's right there.
And draws incredibly smooth.
Oh yeah, super smooth. All right, we can set up that chronograph.
Grab the chronograph real quick. We have this thing charging while we're shooting this video, so don't die on us. We are going to be using, again, our new Garmin chronograph, the X0 C1 Pro, I think is what it's called. We just got these in and they sold out pretty much the same day. So we've got a ton more coming. There's been a big request on them, but they are awesome because, one, they're very easy to set up. Go in, okay, new session. You can choose between rifle, pistol, bow, or air rifle. Obviously, we're shooting a bow. Put that on there. We just need to make sure we are between 5 and 15 inches above the chronograph. We hit okay. And where do we need to set it at?
That should be good right there.
Right in here.
Yeah.
Instant feedback. It's a great way to collect data on any of your rifles, your bows. Very consistent. It reads really, really well.
All right, here we go. First shot. So smooth all day long. 295.6.
It's right on that. Put another one through it.
Yeah, we'll put one more.
So right close to that.
Yeah, close to
300
300
per second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Which that's screaming fast.
This would be a great bow for turkey. I'm really hoping this year I can make it happen. Be my first turkey ever.
Dude, that looks good too.
301.
301. Put one more through it. Let's see. Let's get an average on this thing.
Which the cool thing is that Garmin gives you an average.
Yep.
Tracks how many shots you do, gives you your average.
Yeah, I think it's a great piece of equipment to have in your toolbox. I mean, it's always good.
For sure.
It's reliable, it's small, it's very compact, it's easy to tote around, and it holds a battery life way better than any of the other chronographs we've used.
This thing is so dead in the hand too.
294. Okay. So between so we got an average of 296 feet per second, which is perfect.
Yep.
So
plenty fast enough for me.
Plenty fast.
And then come deer season, I'll end up running these on a heavier setup. Just changing on that insert. We'll have those match grades by then too. The new match grade stuff.
You gonna bump it up to 95 grain?
Probably 95, yeah. Do one more just to...
For good time's sake.
Yeah, this feels so good. I really like that 85% as well.
Yeah. 90%'s for the birds.
298 there, so.
298, yeah. Consistent. So we got an average of 297. It's a good bow, man. It's putting up killer speeds.
It feels good in the hand, super dead.
Dude, it looks good too. And overall, I mean, this is too long of a bar for me. I like a little short, stubby guy. Use 6 to 8 inches.
I probably run, so if I'm gonna sit in a ground blind, I'd probably make it a little bit shorter shorter bar. I've got an 8-inch as well, I think. But that is a 12-inch stabilizer.
So let's see the overall weight of this actual bow.
That'd be good one too.
Everything on it.
I'm gonna say close to 6 pounds.
JR's a wizard. It's right at 6.2 pounds. So that's killer. That's with to me, that's a heavy bar.
Yeah, it is. I've got some extra weight up front too. There's 5 ounces or so up front on it.
Yeah, my overall bow weight on mine, I think, is right around 5 pounds.
Yeah, let's see how that fits in there.
Yeah. So if you're looking for luxury, premium, top of the line, everything, this bow's got it all. So PSE Mach 30, their carbon bow, 30-inch ATA. We've got the tight spot airlock quiver on it with the Ultra View, their new UV slider with the pick mount system. We've got a Hamskea. This is the Epsilon, ramrods, Wraith bar. And then, of course, your Easton X10 Parallel Pro shafts with a titanium outsert and their match grade head. It doesn't get any more Gucci than this. So, what else you got, JR?
I love it, man.
Now it's time to just get it sighted in.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to get this thing outside, get it stretched out, see how it feels. So far, just sitting back here, it feels like it's shooting phenomenally well.
It's a quiet bow.
Yeah, it feels super dead in the hand, super quiet. So I am pumped for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Killer bow. PSE's done a phenomenal job, like we've said. So, as always, we really appreciate you guys watching our videos. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a bunch of videos we put out. If you're interested in seeing that POV, that point of view, Evolve 33 bow build, check it out. It's live on our YouTube as well. And we've got some big giveaways going, actually getting ready to come up here in, I think, February. We got another big one dropping. That's going to be huge. So we encourage you guys to head over to all of our social channels, our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We'll have it posted there, as well as on our website. So if you need anything archery-wise, hunting-wise, tactical gear, outdoor camping, head over to the website, extremeoutfitters.com. We've got everything you need. And as always, we appreciate you guys watching.